Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 43. The season finale comes on next week. It'll be a 2-hour finale. The week after that, we have Life After Lockup that is back with some of our favorites and also some people we are like, will they go away? Okay. But y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Y'all know to subscribe to Jaylee's Corner, also to Jaylee's Corner Talk. They both are my channels, and they will both love your support all up and through. Okay, do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section, hit the share button, share this video on your social media. Y'all know to relax, to relate, to release, center yourself and everyone around you. Also, inhale and exhale because it's a thing to do to stay calm, cool, and collected. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner, okay, on IG, and on Twitter it's Jaylee's Corner. Y'all know, like and subscribe. That's the thing to do. Okay, let's get into the foolishness that was on this episode betwixt the people dating these convicts, fools, and all the foolery going on in their households. Okay, so first up, we have Anissa and Jeff. So he's been out for a few weeks now, out of the halfway house or whatever, and he has now discovered online shopping. Okay, so he's having all these boxes from Amazon or wherever else being delivered to the house, all on what was her name? Anissa's dime. Okay, is it Anissa? Is it Amarissa? I don't remember her. Okay, is it or is it a? I really can't remember right now, but I really feel like it's a Nissa. It's a Nissa. Okay, with Nissa's money. Now he brings up how I bought some drones. Okay, because I can't go nowhere. I can't leave the house or whatever. I can't leave the property. So I bought drones to help me see what else is out there in the world because I can't. I'm not, but bro, you don't have no money. Okay, now he brings up also because again he say how he love online shopping because you can order something and it comes the next day. I love it. I'm like, first of all, she taught him about it. Okay, because how else would he know? How he don't have no credit card, so who told him about online shopping, how to do it, and how you don't need your own money to make it work? Okay, now Anissa, I put Amarissa. Anissa brings up how he has spent thousands of dollars on her credit cards. It's getting really rough for her trying to make sure they bills paid, working 2 jobs, or doing all these things to make sure he can spend money while she working. Okay, because he ain't doing shit. She is. Okay, now we then see Kyle. Kyle come over and Kyle and Jeff have a bit of a conversation because when Kyle walks up, he sees all these boxes, delivery boxes, okay, there because Jeff been ordering shit. And Anissa goes in the house to get him a cup some tea or whatever. And while they out there chatting or whatever, Kyle like, Jeff, so did Anissa talk to you or whatever because she's low on money or whatever? Well, she told me she was having money issues because you keep shopping, so I should talk to you about that. I see all them boxes out front. Now that pisses Jeff off, okay? Because Jeff then said, you should not have an opinion on what me and Anissa got going on. Okay, you should not be commenting on our relationship, on the money I spend, on her money that I spend, because that's all between a husband and a wife. Sir, y'all not married. She not your wife. You not her husband. So you full of shit. Okay. Now also, Kyle, it's not your business. Okay, but he's being the protective friend of Anissa, who told him that she's having a hard time with money stuff. And his thing really was like, did she talk to you about it? And which she had not. But Jeff getting all upset in his feelings or whatever because again he know he ain't shit. He's fully aware. Now, I was like, it's between a husband. I'm like, a husband and wife. You not a husband, she ain't a wife. Ain't never been one. Okay. Anyway, but Kyle said, look, She's my best friend. Okay, I care about her for one. And for two, each time you fucked her over and did not show up, I had to help heal her heart. Okay, I had to be there for her when you hurt her. As her friend, I am still there for her. Okay, not only that, I remember you told me you only got with her to get money from her, to get what you can get from her. So I have that in the back of my head too. Would you be on some bullshit or whatever? Okay, so, and now we are, and you keep spending her money. Spend. Because again, Jeff ain't bringing shit in the house, okay? But because Jeff then told Kyle, look, you need to mind your own girl. Mind your own business. Stay out of ours. They leave me be. My bond with her ain't got shit to do with you. And when Jeff is asked by Kyle, well, did you tell him this about your child? Jeff said, well, no, I'm going to do it in my own time, okay? So that pisses Kyle off. Kyle go in the house. It's like, I feel like, people who don't tell no truths or whatever, if they are keeping a secret, it's the same as lying, okay? I agree. What are you talking about, Kyle? What's going on, okay? And, you're like, look, Jeff told me he has an 18-year-old kid that he's known about since he got out since he got to the halfway house, and I don't get why he's lying. You're about to like, why wouldn't he tell me that? They both say how, well, yeah, because it was before he knew was back with her. So if your kid is 18, I didn't know you were 18 years ago. So why have you not told me about that? Jeff then said, not Jeff. Kyle then say, I wonder if the issue is the kid not really 18, the kid is younger, and that's why he ain't saying shit. And she was like, ooh, that's good. I wanted that too. She's like, well, am I supposed to not tell him I know? He's like, I don't care what you do, but I had to tell you because it's some bullshit afoot. And I was like, I don't want him. If he lied about that, he could be lying about all kind of other stuff. Yes, Anissa. Yes. Be smart now. Okay. Don't be dumb your whole life. Okay. Because you've been real dumb for this man for no apparent reason. Your only friend, Kyle, was like, don't do it, lady. He's a scam artist. Don't do it, okay? Next up, we have Stan and Lisa. Lisa McDowell. Okay, y'all know I love saying that from Coming to America. So Lisa has now been out for 18 days. Okay, not 18, 8. She's been on for 8 days, okay? And so they had some ass play last night or whatever. Stan likes getting his prostate tickled. I was like, oh, okay. Now, she likes doing things to people. He likes having things done to him. So that's why they meshed, okay? And then she said, I got out some frustration. How did your ass feel? And I was like, Stan was real happy. Okay, Stan was happy. Lisa was happy. They both was happy with the aspect, whatever, and the workout of it all. I'm like, well, if they like it, I love it. Anyway, Lisa is in the bed. They're in the bed sitting around. Okay, and she's still asking him about Granddaddy, Granddaddy, can I have some money? Sure, baby, is what it looks like to me. Okay, a grandfather talking to his granddaughter in the bed one morning after Christmas. Okay, and granddaughter wants some more money from grandpa or from a father, dad. Can I have some money, daddy? Sure, baby, or whatever. Anyway, so Lisa still asking him to buy her a car. Okay, because when I was in jail, you told me I could get a car and this and that. If I want the car, now don't worry about me not having a license. Okay, that don't matter. I can figure that out later. But I want the car. And Stan brings up how the last time he bought a girl a car, she left him right after he got the car for her. Stan, because she used you, Stan. So Stan is learning from his past mistakes. Okay, like I don't want to, get you a car right now because I feel like our future isn't really secure. I want a more secure future with you to know where we going. Because I don't want to get your car and then you leave me. I want to be with you, girl. I love you, girl. I can't marry you now, Stan. Like, you want to get married? I can't. I can't do that because I'm still married to the other two men. Okay, so I can't marry you yet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, that we keep going this way, whatever, and the things keep happening like they going right now. I think we can probably, I can maybe see myself with you for a long time. I'm like, Lisa's lying her ass off immediately. But again, if he like it, I love it. It's fine, fine, fine. So she also brings up, look, you have to admit, when I was in prison, we talked or whatever, and you said I could get a car. You said you will also open me up a bank account. So I just want the stuff you promised me. I want that stuff. Okay, I'm looking like, Lord, Jesus, why would you promise a prisoner all this stuff? Because she worked him from prison, girl. Oh, did she? Yes, she did. Yes, she did, girl. Yes, that's what happened. Okay, anyway, we then see them going to buy her a car. I'm like, what is that? What is she doing? She only pegged you one night. Let her peg you for at least a month straight before you buy her car. But her thing was, I need a way to get around. Okay, I can't be around here not being able to get around. How did you get around before? If you didn't have a car before you met him, he should. You got around perfectly before. What? Why I got to spend my money? Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. Now they get there, whatever the salesman say, oh, is that your father? I was like, oh, it could be. She's like, no, it's my boyfriend. Oh, okay, that's great. So, you guys want to test drive a car? She's like, well, no, he's going to test drive it because I cannot, okay, because I don't have a license. However, she brings up how Stan has paid $3,200 worth of tickets off for her. So now she can get, I'm like, $3,200 in tickets that Stan didn't pay for her to get a license so he can, but I'm like, Lord, Stan going to spend about $10,000 on this lady just for her to get a car. So Lisa brings up how the first time she actually got arrested, she was 26 years old. Okay, she went and test drove a car, but she drove it out of state. Okay, she drove to a whole different state, home or whatever. I'm like, oh, so you went and stole a car, okay? And for that, she got 5 years in prison. That was the first time she went. I was like, oh, she dumb, da dum, 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 or whatever. So we then see they drive like a little truck or whatever. Truck costs $12,500. It's a used truck, and Lisa tells the salesman, you know what I'm saying, well, he gonna put down about 4 or 5 grand on the car, okay, and then I'm gonna figure out a job. I'm gonna get a job somewhere, whatever, and I will figure things out on how to pay for it. I'm looking like, you went to a car lot to say, I don't have a job, I don't have any money, I don't have a license, but the old man I'm with gonna give you about 4 or 5 grand, and then I'll figure something out on how to pay for. How does that happen? Okay, now Stan, like, I would prefer for the car to be fully in her name, like she's making payments and everything. It can build up her credit. I don't want it to be in my name and have it be responsible, me be responsible. I'm like, man, she don't have no good record, brother, get no car. Okay, she has horrible credit. Even if you pay 4 or 5 grand down, she probably will still have a high monthly car note, and she don't have no job. Okay, but I'm like, whatever. But I'm like, just buy the car outright. But again, he like, if he put money down and she pays on it, it will build up her credit. So I'm like, whatever. So as they sitting there talking about that, she's getting a text from somebody asking if they can meet up. And when she does say, well, I'm out here getting my car, oh, work it. And they put, money, money, money. Meaning, oh, was you working him for the money? Is she working Stan for the money? Yes, she is. She's using what she got to get what she want. And he using what he have to get what he want to. Again, it's fair exchange, okay? Fucking for a buck is what some folks do because they choose to. But she also must like, because look, I can't fuck no old man. I don't blame anyone for not banging somebody who they are not attracted to. But we also know there's always someone for somebody. He like ass play. She like doing ass play. They work for some damn reason. Anyway, next up we have Rachel and Doug. Okay, Rachel and Doug out here. Now, Doug has been out for 37 days so far. Okay, he has a job working, honey, somewhere here. And the last time he was out, he was only out for 40 days. Okay, so he got 3 more days. If he can make it 4 more days, he would have surpassed the 40 days that he was out the first time or whatever. So he brings up how him and Dougie are taking good steps to, get better bonded or whatever. He now knows what Dougie wants from him as a father, and so he's trying to work to be that to his son. I'm like, But how his family, okay, this house, his life, Rachel, the son, all that stuff is what he's working hard to keep this time. Now, Rachel in her confession is like, his sister told me he's a dog, okay, that he will always fuck up and eventually he will fuck up or whatever. And I'm hoping what he's saying isn't true. Oh, I sound so naive. Yes. Yes, you do. Now, some people get out of prison and they don't fuck up again. It happens. Some people fuck up one time, go away, and they do not want to go back. So it's a good chance he could be good, but it's a bigger chance he will not, okay? Now, Doug then said his friend is coming to get him or whatever to take him to work. I'm like, I think he's lying. And she made breakfast for them, and when he said, next time make more bacon, I'm like, first of all, motherfucker, you could have made more bacon. Okay, you could have made more bacon. And second of all, I mean, you do always have to make more bacon because we all love bacon. Okay, anyway, now he went with his friend or cousin or brother, I don't know, the white friend he was with, to buy a ring. He wants to get her a real ring. He wants to propose to her because again, the first time was a prison thing. So he wants her to have like a real proposal, a real, and I don't know. I guess so. Now the brother, cousin, friend, like him saying, I hope you don't fuck this up because we all feel like you gonna fuck this up, and because that you always end up fucking up something. So the fact that the person who took him to the jewelry store to get the ring also feels like he may fuck this up. I was like, is it on the way? Is the fuck up on the way? It may be on the way. Anyway, so we do later on see the like, Rachel, I got a surprise for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride somewhere, whatever. Now it looked like he took her to Belle Isle because that was the aerial shot or whatever. I'm not sure, but that's where it looked like he was. He gets down on one knee, proposes to her. And I was like, okay, the fact that when he's on his knees, they're face to face. I'm like, she's so short, he's so tall. It's cute, but again, I still don't believe he means any of this shit. Okay, I think he don't have nowhere to go. Okay, when I seen him in the bed sleep, and she went up there and she plugged in his tether to charge it while he was asleep, I'm like, he liked the fact that she takes care of him and he's comfortable that he don't have to do much besides not fuck up or whatever. But anyway, he like, I love you, whatever. I want to be with you or whatnot. I'm saying, will you marry me again in the outside world? And she says yes, because oh my God, because he did it this way, that really means that he really wants this. I mean, he's gonna do things right. I trust him now. I was like, girl, dogs don't mind being on their knees in all ways of the words. Okay, so don't trust him at all. Now, on the way home from him proposing to her, and he proposed to her by a bench that was about some survivors. I'm like, what is? I don't know, but I really do think he was at Belle Isle because the aerial shot looked like that. But I'm like, whatever. That's like our. It's like where our beach is. Well, one of our beaches here, because we do have beaches in Michigan. Anyway, because we have water too. But again, on the way home from him proposing, he on his phone looking, and he's laughing at something. She's like, what are you laughing at? He's like, oh, social media. Social media. But he's like kind of hiding the phone. And she looked like, the fuck is you doing? He was like, why you been a nosy bastard? A nosy bastard? Who calls their fiance wife a nosy bastard? I'm like, and he was like, you nosy bastard. Like, bruh, what's wrong with you? And she was like, that's weird because he seems something's up. Okay, we know something's up because something's always up with someone like this. But it won't leave that be. Gonna leave that be. Okay. Then we have Britney and Ray. So Ray has been at the halfway house for a week now. So he's been at her house for a week, and his family coming over today for dinner, whatever. Now her family still does not know, one, that he lives with her, or two, that he's even out of prison. Okay, they still don't know shit, and I'm like, mm. So he feels some kind of way about that. His family get there and they talking to whatever, what are you guys gonna get married or whatever? He's like, well, yeah, I want to get a job. I want us to get married. I want to have some kids. And she like, well, I don't want to wait long. Like maybe like a year, it will be the longest to wait. So it's like she wants to plan his whole life with him, but but he has a metro family. Like, why they not here? Oh, I just didn't want to have him be overwhelmed, with too much going on the way, so I just didn't invite them. But she's lying to his family about that. And when she said that, but I'm gonna have them meet him soon. It's fine, fine, fine. We know in real life her parents do not want to meet him. Now her parents ain't shit at the same token because y'all don't want to meet him solely because he's been in prison. And for the most part, Ray seems calm, cool, and collected. We ain't seen that much. Okay, we ain't seen that much. But again, it's like y'all are judging him without knowing him, and that's fucked up or whatever. Now the father, Ray's father, does not like the fact that her family does not want to meet him because he like, you come from good stock. You're a good person, son. So her family should get the chance. Her family should give you the chance to show them who you are before they judge you. Because how you judge me, you don't know me. I'm not, because the funniest her funniest her family is funny acting, and she know that. So on one hand, I get why she's doing it, but you not telling them is not helping anything. If they don't act funny, let them be that way, and then, but at least they know about him now, and then y'all can move on. Okay, let that be. Now Ray, because his family leave or whatever, and they said, well, hopefully next time we come over here, we can meet your family, or at least Ray could have met your people. And so they, when they leave, whatever, we're like, look, you know, you need to call your people and tell them about me, that I'm here, because if you don't, I feel like you're not really, serious about us. So I need you to do that today, okay, or I'm gonna be upset. So she has to call her daddy, because like I do not want to tell my mom, because my mom is way, way against it. My dad is not as bad as my mom. I'm like, that's cool, cool, cool too. Because again, her thing is, I don't want to do too much too soon. But you got with a man who was in prison, you did not know, and moved him in your house. That's a lot right there. You can't make it seem like, okay, I also can't include my family because that's gonna make it worse. It's already bad because he's already there. Them knowing won't stop him from coming. It won't make him leave, I don't think. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that be. So she calls her dad and just invites him over to the house tomorrow to talk about some things. But she don't say, "Hey, Dad, Ray live here now. I want you to come over and meet him." Instead, Dad gonna come over and just see that Ray is there, and we'll see how that goes. I like Ray for saying, either tell them about me, tell someone in your family about me, or this ain't gonna work. Okay, and I like the fact that she listened to him and then at least told her daddy. That's fine, fine, fine. Okay, and lastly, honey, Beyonce, Nicole, and also Derek. Derek, Derek, that's me and you. Make a reunion. If you don't watch Bob Burgers, then I don't know what you're doing in your life. Derek. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we know that he called Nicole in the car with Zach. He do not know yet that she fucked Zach, but he's upset. Okay, she broke my heart. I could not believe. I forgive you. How could you do that to me? Okay, so Beyonce goes and talks to Derek. Derek at the Grace Lake. My foot won't go all that way. Derek's at the gym. They chitting chatting or whatever. And so Deontay, like, I dropped her off after a little date or whatever. But some told me to wait or whatever. And about 5 minutes later, when I put over, I seen her get in the car with some dude. It was her ex. And so he's like, man, they're like, man, fuck her. Okay. Fuck her. Who cares? Who cares? Just everybody know. He like, I know she a hoe. He know she a hoe. She know she a hoe. Everybody know she's a hoe. Okay. Everybody should know that. Okay. However, I think he should leave her, but I know he won't. Okay. And I was like, and Deontay think like, I just need an explanation. I need to talk to her again to figure out why she doing this, because she's a hoe, as Derek kept saying. Okay. So when they talking or whatever, Nicole calls him and asks if they can meet up to talk tomorrow. She can't do it today, but she can do it tomorrow. Okay. He say fine, fine, fine. And Gianna gonna say to Derek, I can't help that I love hard. Derek said, I can't help you being a dummy. I was like, Lord, not a dummy. But I'm like, it's stupid as hell for Deontay to want to keep talking. I'm like, for what, Deontay? Why? Who, what, when, where, how, why are you doing this? For what? Poor K. Anyway, so that's all set up. He's happy to know that they can talk, in 2 days. So we then see Nicole at home getting dressed or whatever for her little date. What she going on a date with Tia. Okay? Because she tells us that having sex with Zach was not what she thought it would be after not having sex with a man for 4 years. So she hopes to work things out with Beyonce. But before doing that, she wants to go out on a date with Tia to see what's up. Okay, she got to figure things out with Tia before committing to Beyonce. I'm looking like, girl. So she meets up with Tia. This is Tia. And I was like, am I tripping or is Tia's neck slash? I'm like, girl, I don't know. It was just, I was like, because she's talking real low, whatever. I'm like, is her throat slashed? Like, Is that a new girl? I don't know. Anyway, so Tia lives in North Carolina with her family, whatever, but she came. Now, also, not only that, Tia and Nicole have never seen each other outside of prison. They only know each other from prison. So to me, this is the as bad as Beyonce and Nicole. Y'all were two strangers who met up or whatever and was fucking in prison. Anyway, so this is the first time they've seen each other outside of prison. And Tia came into town to see Nicole. Now, not Tia, Nicole brings up her mom hates Tia because Tia is also feisty and has an attitude problem, and she's just as bad as Nicole. So her mom knows they will not work. It'll be like fire and brimstone around here, okay? And she brings up how they got into a fight in prison. I guess because Tia was mad, because Tia said she's possessive of what she has or whatever. And she said Tia spit in her face. And so she spit back. I'm like, y'all was nasty. If you spit in my face, bitch, I'm going, girl, look, calm down. Look, it's going down. That's the ultimate sign of this. Why would you want to meet with somebody who spit in your face? I don't get it. Anyway, but now they around here, whatever, kissing on each other, whatever. I have a vibe. Okay, she's so cute. I'm like, girl, lesbians. we want to cooch. Not to say I ain't had sex since I've been out of prison. Saying I just want to stay clean and be. I'm like, oh, so you was on drugs. Okay, cool. Because I thought she was drunk, but that made this be me. Anyway, Nicole brings up how even though they was messing around in prison you can't messing around in prison is against the rules. So when they have sex, they have to someone has to watch out for the guards because the guards do like checks every 30 minutes. So you have like 30-minute intervals, but you have to still listen out in case someone's coming. So you can't really focus on the sex. Like both times it'd be you couldn't finish. You would mess around. You would do a little bit, but not all of the bit or whatever. So again, they've never fully had a full sex session without being interrupted. 12 is what they would call out if the CEOs was coming. So they went back to Tia's hotel room and had sex. And that's how it went off. I was like, girl, I cannot believe these hoes around here being nasty around. Because it's like if you want to be with Beyonce, girl, if you're a lesbian, say that. Okay, just say that. Anyway, so again, the reunion, not the reunion, the season out. This show have reunions. That would be crazy. But again, they keep having continuous seasons. So yeah, next season, girl, next week is the season finale. Again, it's 2 hours, and after that, we have Life After Lockup, which includes a lot of folks from this season. I'm happy, and also some from past seasons or whatever. I'm happy to see that Michael and Sarah are not on because they showed us a 15, like a little 6-7 minute preview of the first episode. I'm very happy that Michael and Sarah are not here. I'm happy with who they're adding on because I'm like, it makes sense. So cool, and whatnot. But anyway, do not forget to subscribe. Because the link to my other channel is in the description box below. But also subscribe to me here. Okay, to me here. Anyway, do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Also, JayLeesCorner on Twitter. Like the video. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. And never forget, do not be marrying prisoners. That is just stupid. Anyway, gotta go. Peace.